In the winter of 1959, a group of 10 experienced Russian hikers embarked on an expedition into the remote Ural Mountains, seeking adventure and the thrill of conquering the challenging terrain. Little did they know that this fateful journey would transform into one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of mountaineering, the Dyatlov Pass Incident. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, comprised 8 men and 2 women, all of whom were seasoned hikers and skiers. They were equipped with the necessary gear and provisions, ready to face the harsh conditions of the Ural wilderness. The plan was to reach Otorten, a mountain in the northern Urals, a journey that would cover nearly 190 miles of unforgiving terrain. The trek began on January 23, 1959, and everything appeared to be going smoothly at first. The group made good progress, documenting their journey through diaries and cameras. Yet, as they ventured deeper into the wilderness, they unknowingly approached the heart of a mystery that would shroud their fate in an eerie enigma. On February 1, the group reached the slopes of Kolet Siakol, a mountain translated as Dead Mountain in the local Mansi language. It was here that the eerie turn of events unfolded, sealing the fate of the hikers in a chilling tale that still perplexes investigators, researchers, and conspiracy theorists to this day. The first sign that something was amiss was the discovery of the hikers' abandoned campsite on the slopes of Kolet Siakol. The tent, which should have provided shelter from the biting cold, was found in a state of disarray. Its canvas walls were slashed open from the inside, as if the occupants had desperately clawed their way out in a frenzied panic. Investigators were baffled by the scene. Why would a group of experienced hikers tear apart their shelter in the freezing wilderness? The answer lay in the tracks leading away from the campsite. Barefoot footprints in the snow indicated that the hikers, ill-prepared for the extreme cold, had fled into the night. As search parties retraced the hikers' steps, they made a series of grim discoveries that only deepened the mystery. The first bodies were found scattered in the snow, several hundred meters from the camp. Their clothing was insufficient for the brutal cold, and it was evident that they had succumbed to hypothermia. However, the circumstances surrounding their deaths were far from typical. 3 of the hikers exhibited severe injuries, as if they had been subjected to an intense force. One hiker had a fractured skull, while another displayed chest injuries reminiscent of a high-speed car crash. Strangely, there were no external signs of trauma, such as bruising or cuts. It was as though an invisible force had inflicted these injuries upon them. As the search continued, more perplexing details emerged. 2 months after the incident, the bodies of the remaining hikers were discovered in a ravine, buried under several feet of snow. Their clothing showed signs of radioactivity, raising questions about the source of this mysterious exposure. The theories surrounding the Dyatlov Pass incident began to multiply, each more bewildering than the last. One prevailing theory suggested that natural forces were responsible for the tragedy. The Ural Mountains are known for their unpredictable weather, and a sudden avalanche could have forced the hikers to abandon their tent in a desperate bid for safety. However, skeptics argue that the footprints leading away from the campsite tell a different story, one of deliberate flight rather than a calculated escape from an imminent threat. Another hypothesis proposed military involvement. Some theorized that the hikers stumbled upon a secret military testing ground, leading to a confrontation with the Soviet military. Yet, there was no concrete evidence to support this claim, and the Soviet government vehemently denied any involvement in the incident. The most outlandish theories suggested supernatural elements at play. Some believed that the hikers had encountered extraterrestrial beings or creatures from local folklore, prompting their chaotic escape from the tent. Others speculated about the involvement of a Yeti or the Mansi people, who were believed to have mystical powers. As the years passed, The Dyatlov Pass Incident became a magnet for conspiracy theories and amateur sleuths seeking to unravel the truth. In 1990, the Soviet government declassified certain files related to the case, reigniting public interest. However, the documents offered no conclusive evidence, leaving the incident shrouded in uncertainty. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the investigation into the Dyatlov Pass incident, hoping that advancements in forensic science and technology could provide long-awaited answers. Theories continued to circulate, ranging from infrasound-induced panic to paradoxical undressing, a phenomenon where hypothermia victims inexplicably shed their clothing due to a misguided perception of warmth. Despite the renewed investigation, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved mystery, captivating the imagination of generations and fueling speculation about what truly transpired on that desolate mountain slope. The enigma endures, a chilling testament to the unknown forces that can lurk in the heart of the wilderness, waiting to defy explanation and elude the grasp of human understanding.